full moon soon. Slenderman! If Slenderman really is real, where does he live? Many Native Americans believe in a suicide spirit, and they call it the big man. The Sioux Indians have described the big man as a messenger or a sign, a warning that society is developing in a dangerous direction. Does that sound familiar? The Slenderman tends to appear to young adults or teenagers or kids. Usually not older people so much. I guess that leaves me a little bit safe out here. This is one such wooded area that supposedly there was a group of kids that were out scouting, whether it was an actual verified Boy Scout or Cub Scout group, I don't know. But there was a group of them out here, and they kept seeing this tall, slender man who would hide and duck somewhere between one of these trees. And then he'd go away, and the adult in charge could never see him, never found him. But one of the kids went missing at the end of the day. They couldn't find him. And his parents set out a search party. Police came. And they never found him. He could have fallen down into this quarry down here. But whatever happened to that kid? Is he still around? Maybe they did find him. Maybe it just didn't make news when they did. You could see how easy it would be to get lost in here. How easy it might be to fall into a body of water when it would be very high. And how easy it would be to be led astray if there really was such a guy as Slenderman. Is there really a history to Slenderman, or has this whole thing always been an internet creepypasta story? Modern day urban legend, no basis at all. Well, there was a guy that actually came up with the idea. His idea was based on H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King. It is super easy to take one story. It's the telephone concept, you know? Take a story, pass it down to somebody else. They tell the story, another person tells a story, and it keeps changing, so on and so forth, until there's hardly anything real left in it. They say that the further away that you get from an event that happened, that the harder it is to remember it. Which is why police like taking stories immediately after a crime has occurred, because your memory is good right then and there. The thing is that even though memory can fade, events can seem different, pieces of information change, something that doesn't change is the feeling that you had when that event occurred. That feeling can be 50 years later, feel exactly like it did the day that it happened, which is what post-traumatic stress comes from. But back to Slenderman. I remember my son Jude was obsessed with Slenderman. Everything was Slenderman. People were putting things up on the internet, pictures, and in the background there would be a picture of Slenderman off in the distance. Where would he be standing if he was here right now? All right, guys. Well, since Slenderman seems to visit kids, I decided to bring my kids.
What's up, bro?
That's right. I'm putting my children at risk for the sake of my YouTube channel.
I don't feel comfortable now.
Jude's uncomfortable now. All right, so I'm retracing my steps from a couple of days ago because I want to get Jude's perception of the Slenderman area. With all your studies of Slenderman, does this look like the area that he'd be in?
Okay, so he likes to live in the woods, and he either has a white mask or that's his face. And he wears a tuxedo suit, and he's just tall as
Does he have hands or tentacles? I've heard both.
Well, he has hands, and then he has tentacles that come out of his right here, come out of his waist, 3, and then they wrap around people.
Something's on my back.
Oh,
Pointy thingy.
he has white gloves on.
Oh, I thought they were bones.
What? Oh my God, what is that?
What is what?
No! Who the heck are you? Get back!
So bottom line, does Slenderman exist? You know, we talk about Santa Claus. Santa Claus brings us presents at Christmas time. We have Christmas ornaments with Santa Claus and displays and paper cardboard cutouts and people that go to malls and take photos with kids, TV shows, and on and on and on and on. And we have these photos with our kids with Santa Claus, and they wait for him to come down the chimney and bring presents and eat our cookies and drink our milk. So is Santa Claus real from that standpoint? Well, we sure put a lot of energy into him. And these days, things like Slenderman start to take on a life of their own. Now, I'm not suggesting Slenderman is as famous as Santa Claus, of course, because he doesn't bring us anything but bad luck. Technically, Slenderman probably doesn't exist. Probably just a culmination of a lot of different ideas from a lot of different places. As for Santa Claus, I hope he doesn't ever turn bad. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Let us know that you like it. You can leave comments, tell us what you think. If you can hit the notification button, you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Check out some of the other videos that I've done in the past. Take care of each other and keep rock alive.